Hello, in this video we are going to talk about managing a post on Ghost CMS website. We will discuss about uploading a new post, say if you have it in a Word file or if you have it in a Google Doc, and then editing it and updating pictures and tables in it. So we will discuss that. So I have this website where we already have some post. I click on new post and I have the post data in a Microsoft Word file which I can locate on my computer. I have the title over here which I can copy and straightforward I can paste it here. For feature images I can choose it from my computer, or I can choose the free photos from Unsplash. I can search the ones that I need. Let's say if I just paste the title over here, and I can see if I can find something that is relevant to my post. Once I find an image, I just click on it, and that is pasted as a featured image in there, as you see it here. And after that we can start writing the post. So we can just start copying it line by line or paragraph by paragraph. So we can even copy like multiple paragraphs as well. We just copy it and paste it here, and then this one we can add as a snippet. So I can select the call out option, and with the call out option I see it something like this. As you see, it's the call out option. I can just select the text and paste it here. Again, I can add another call out text and add the third one here. And as you can see that I am basically not using the bulb emoji or any other emoji here. I'm just using it over here because I want to keep it minimalist. Moving on, I can copy the headings as they are, so they will go in there like that. But for the tables I would paste it in a different way, and for the headings I need to select the correct heading like H2 over here. For the tables we have a different strategy, so that's why I copied the text until table there, and now I'm going to copy the heading for the table over here. After that I can copy the table from Microsoft Word, and I can paste it over here as it is, and you can see it is pasted as an HTML file. So if you have a styling that is applied to your website in a certain way, you can define it in the code injection, or your developer can do it for you. We can also help you with that, and after that you can have the tables standardized for your website. Now you can continue copying and pasting the rest of the stuff for your post. For now the tables are not styled, so you can see that they are following the style, the one that is in Microsoft Word. So if you don't have any code added in there for your tables, then you will just have the formatting whatever way you have formatted them in Microsoft Word. But if you want standardization, as I already told, you can have that standardization through code bits in the code injection part. For the headings, you just if you have kept them as headings in Microsoft Word and you paste them in there, you can double check if they are pasted as headings or no. We see they are not marked as headings, so just double check. Whatever you are copying from Microsoft Word, you need to select the correct formatting in your Ghost editor in whatever way you want to format it. Now we have the third table in this post. We are going to copy and paste that here, and again you can double check that this is like an HTML code. When you copy the table and paste it in Ghost Editor, it is pasted as an HTML snippet. And now we have the rest of the post which we can copy, and we can paste it in our Ghost Editor interface. And now we can see that this heading, again, it's like paragraph text, so we just format it as heading. Double check everything. This is your draft. Before hitting the publish, you just double check everything, and also make sure that you select the correct option. We have 3 options: publish an email, publish only, and email only. So if you want to preview, you can also preview before publishing, and you can see how it would look to the end user or reader. And if there are any issues, you can resolve those. The formatting of the table, if you want to change the style, that can be changed even after publishing, because that is going to be changed at somewhere else. So I figured out a quick issue that the author was David, not me, so I just changed it here. Previously it was my name over there, and now I have changed it, and you can scroll down and see for any quick changes. And I'm going to just publish it. I don't want to send it as a newsletter to the subscribers. I can do that, but if I want to send, so I can send and publish. You can use that option. So this is how it works, and at the end of your publishing process, it gives you a link which you can copy and you can paste, and you can see how it looks like. That's all. And if you have like any questions about this process, you can shoot me an email given in the description of this video. Thank you for your attention.